Welcome back, guys. We are now playing a match between who do we got here, Josh? Raiders versus Black Sun. Okay, so we're doing another match of Cargo in Rebel Base. If you tuned into our last match, you know that Cargo's got its own little intricate gameplay techniques and styles that you have to adopt. This match is a CTF style match, and right now we're following Commander Dage. We're going to jump over to the Rebel side of things, though, and check out their Commander Pacific. Now, they're moving from inside. Both teams start off inside, and they have a little bit of a trek to get to their respective enemy cargo areas. Now, each team starts off with 5 cargoes, and essentially the goal is to grab those cargoes back and forth. There is no defend attack stage. You don't swap sides. It's just you need to assign some defenders and you need to assign some attackers, and you go get the cargo. And for each cargo you take, it gets added to your stash when you run it back, and the first team to hit 10 wins. Of course, there is the timer, but at 14 minutes, very rarely do you see cargo matches drag out that long, although they have been known to do so. So right here we've got Pacific defending his cargo, which is a good strategy. Usually you'd want to get a little bit more on the defense side. Him by himself could quickly get overrun, and it looks like he's holding his own there. And again, this is a viable strategy. This is not called camping. This is not a bad stigma. This is something that you see. And he's got a couple reinforcements coming in. It looks like they dropped off some cargo. So we're still equalized at 5-5. So let's jump over to the Imperials here and see what's going on here. Let's go Arctic Blast. Arctic Blast is going in solo to grab some cargo. Never a good thing. You want at least 2 guys running a pickup on a cargo run. Leaving 3 to defend, but you know, either 2 or 3, you don't go and run cargo by yourself unless you think you can sneak in while the enemy's occupied. Jumping back to Pacific here, he's still guarding his cargo, and we'll see how Moldy Mold's doing. Looks like he's also hanging out here in the middle area, basically cutting off anybody who comes in. That's a good strategy too. I mean, this middle area here is fairly open. You're going to see a lot of the gunfights play out here with sort of barricades set up to stop people from making their way into the cargo areas. Looks like the firefight's getting pretty intense here. Zooming over to the Rebels' cargo area. It's currently left undefended. And Pacific team captain here has left his base and he's moving out. It looks like he's hungry for some cargo. So he's moving through the corridors. He's got reinforcements there. Currently stalemated. Deadly 7, he's a new name I haven't seen pop up in the rosters these days. We'll see what he's up to here. And they're in defense mode right now by the looks of it. Keeping that cargo over there as close to chest. But again, just one guy on defense is a gamble on any team, really, at this point. All it takes is a good 3-man rush, and that one guy isn't going to do much. So he's on defense duty. I'm not too sure if he likes it, but there you go. Maybe somebody will come along and give him a little Jedi mind trick. It's not the cargo you're looking for. That was lame. Back over to Moldy Mold. Looks like they're deciding whether they're going to make a grab mission here. And Pacific is still defending. I mean, it's a thankless job. I mean, you're sitting in a corner waiting for somebody to come, but it's kind of an important job. And then he's joined by another one of his teammates, Exeter. Well, if those guys are guarding, let's see who's making the run. The Papa Man. Looks like there's a lot of stalemates going on here. Not a lot of people are making that rush for that cargo, and this could mean that this match draws out. We've got 11 minutes left in this match, and it looks like everybody's playing it really cautious, playing it close to chest. And they've set up some turrets here in the middle. That's always a good strategy to use. But we've got Arctic Blast here. Looks like he's making a solo run. And he's going to have to defend against 2 rebels. And looks like he went down. Exeter 9. Pacific is similar fate. There we go. A lot of the fighting happening in the middle. You know, still 5-5. And at this point, we're at the 10-minute mark. So, I mean, it's only 3 minutes in, 4 minutes into the match, but you have to start counting your time now. We've got a Viper droid on the table. It's going to help the Imperials detect anybody coming in. Back over to Moldy Mold here. Oh, Commander Dage is making a run. So Dage has got a piece of cargo, and he's going to hope to get that back. And meanwhile, no, and it did not happen. Now, one of the things that you may not know is that once you drop that cargo, the other team does have to stand over it to reacquire it if they want to send it back to their base if it's the enemy. This guy has just dropped off his cargo with the team, and now they're ready to head back out there. So that was good. We're 6-4 here at the 9-minute mark. And just so you guys know, this match we're playing here is the sort of the semifinals or the second round losers bracket. We will get to see who's going to start climbing up to the winners bracket after this. So if you're following the stream and want to know where those top teams are sitting, they're waiting for the challengers. So that's what we're doing now. Challengers are playing out their cargo matches. Let's see how Commander Dage is doing. He is just a beast when it comes to his kill count, but like I said, last game kill count doesn't matter so much as objectives in this game. So it's all about getting that cargo. You can get 50 kills, but if you don't have that cargo, you're no more a hero. Dage knows this. Let's see what his second in command here. Oh, and looks like the Rebels' defense is holding. See how Arctic is doing. He's actually, sorry, the second in command. And he's moving in with a rocket launcher to soften them up there. Looks like there's 2 Rebels, and we fired off a pulse. And they've got 2 on defense, so Arctic is going around back. He's going to hit them from behind, do a little flanking maneuver, and it didn't quite work out for him. Let's see how Pacific's doing down here. He's on guard duty still. He's firing off that pulse to get an idea of where these guys are. And pulse is a really important star card to have equipped in cargo. It gives you a few seconds of heads up on where these guys are. Especially if you're by yourself sitting in the corner, you want to know if you've got you know, the opposite team coming in to grab your cargo. So the Imps are leading this 6-4. It looks like Pacific's got his explosive shot equipped on his star card. And it does have a timer on it, unfortunately, so it looks like that one went by without being used. He's also got a proximity. So he set up a little barricade here. He's got a proximity mine right there, which is good for anybody rushing in. And, you know, he's got a good strategy working. Unfortunately, they're not ahead of the game. Well, back to Arctic. They're fighting their way through the middle. I'll just rotate around the map here and see. Got a little infantry turret setting up a barricade. And both teams are probably setting up their own little base. Here we have some rebels moving in. Again, explosive shot equipped. Both teams are pretty cagey right now. Not normally. Normally, you're used to seeing a lot more aggressive play here, but looks like they're keeping it close to the chest. Moldy Mold on the Imperial side is throwing down a proximity. It looks like it's a commonly run corridor. And it's a good defense as well. I mean, you know, if you have any kind of quarters between your cargo and the other team, you want to lace those with infantry turrets and proximity mines. And of course, he's taking up spot here, right in a good opportune spot. He's firing off his pulse just so we can get a heads up on him. Safe to say, no rebels are going to be grabbing any of that cargo anytime soon. So speaking of which, let's head over to Pacific. See what his team's up doing. He's taking a similar stance. He's locking down his cargo area. He's got a turret. I don't know the viability of that turret where it's aiming. It doesn't seem like it would be a good location for it. But maybe he's got a plan in mind. Let's see what his runners are doing. Let's see, Noah's taken down by Deadlyson. Let's see who else he's got. Jordy Jedi X. Noah's respawning. Jedi X, he's out in the middle. We're down to the 6-minute mark here, guys. So as the minutes count by, and that score's not changing, both teams know that they've got to stay ahead of the game. So the stress right now is on the Rebels as they're behind the game. So they need at least 2, or they need at least 1 to equalize that, and that'll bring the score back to 5-5. So one team may decide to play the clock. It's hard to say at this point. Dark Sun is definitely new to the tournament, or an old hat at the tournament scene. EXT Star Killers. or the Raiders, sorry. The Star Killers are gone. The Raiders is their first outing. Let's see, Arctic's on his own again. Our favorite solo player, Arctic. You never see him running with a group too often. And he's back at base defending his stash. There we go, and as you can see, those are all his, it's going down at proximity. These are all his cargoes. He's got 2 guys on defense. Interesting to see if he moves out there. Let's see who's doing the running on his team. A special brownie. Looks like he's facing off against some rebels, and it looks like he might be able to get in there. Thermal imploder goes off, and he's being a little bit cautious because he is fairly close to. He's deciding whether he makes a run for it. A good pulse would be really helpful right about now, but it looks like he's making the run in and firing off his jetpack to get past that entranceway. And it looks like Dage has a piece of cargo. So this could put them ahead by 2. And going into the 4-minute mark, that's a very comfortable lead, but Dage is shot down. And that cargo drops, and now they actually have to go and get that back. So we'll see if Jordy X is able to get that cargo. And he did not. So that cargo will reset after a certain time. And there you go. We're going to reset that cargo. Nope, and there we go. We've got a special brownie is rocking the cargo. And just to clarify, you don't need to run your cargo back. So if the enemy has your cargo and drops it, you just have to go over it and hold your button down and it'll go back. You don't have to run your cargo back. Having said that, if you have the enemy's cargo and you drop it, there's a small window where your teammate or yourself, well, you won't be able to, but your teammate will be able to pick it back up and make a run for it. So 3 minutes, and we've got the Imperials ahead by 2. So it's a very comfortable lead. And based on the current scoring rate, it looks like this could be it, unless these guys can start grabbing some cargo fairly quick. Fun thing about jetpacks in this map is you don't get much airtime because you're never really going to hit that ceiling. It's good to get out of a tight spot, though.
Rebel scum have picked up the cargo box. Intercept it.
Our cargo is secured.
There we go. Just following the Papa Man. He's got a piece of cargo. If he can get that to the other side, and this is going to be the tough spot. He's by himself. He's running this cargo solo. Never a good thing. And now he's trapped. He's taking the outside of the map. And he's got to crouch under the... And that didn't happen. Brownie took him down. So that cargo is going to reset quickly. And they'll lose that opportunity. They'll have to reacquire that cargo all over again. And it looks like they're returning it. There you go. So that's a lost opportunity for the rebels. And that cargo's been reset. We're now down to the 2-minute and 30-second mark. And if I was Black Sun, I would be quite happy at this point. There's no shame in getting a victory by counting down the timer. We've got a good defense going. We've just basically shut those rebels down from grabbing that cargo. And they've done that the whole match, and it seems to be working. So I don't know if that's a lack of a dedicated push team on the rebels' part. Let's see what's happening over here with Pacific. He's given up his role as defense. It looks like he's coming out, and he's going to make this push. There's 1:50 left, so someone's got to do something at this point. But again, it does not matter whether they hit the 10 cargo or not. The game will time out, and winner will be declared based on the amount of cargoes they've got. So at this point, I'm sure the rebels are just doing anything they can to throw at it. It's like the final minutes of a hockey game, except in this case, there's no value in pulling your goalie. So we got Dage running another piece of cargo, and this could be it. I mean, it's just the icing on the cake for these guys, and yes, there you go. And he's just trolling these guys. He's not even going to place it just yet.
What was I supposed to do?
So that's a little bit of a, I don't know, say bad sportsmanship. They're getting all cocky there, but by not placing that cargo, doesn't really do much. Just means that they don't get another cargo to go and get. But they're just having a ball right here. They're emoting the heck out of it, and they're just having a little party. The ages. Enjoying the fact that they're about to time this thing out in 30 seconds. See what's happening over on the rebel side. And they're making a push. They've got a turret down there. It's not doing any good. Little they know they're about to walk into a little bit of a party. And Arctic's still down. Or Dage is still down. Oh, and that timed that out.